Good evening, and welcome to Winnipeg. Now, I had told Tennessee Jim that I'd probably be working on the LEDs this evening, but I've since changed my mind. And after watching Chris wire up his steam engine and do such a nice job on it and everything, I kind of feel kind of inadequate with my Mickey Mousing around with my LEDs. But I'll get back to it. I still want to do a couple of more experiments on that. Now, let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay, apparently these tanks are supposed to be like acetylene tanks and, for welding, like oxygen and acetylene. I remember when I was younger, there was a fellow who used to generate his own acetylene. I don't know how he did it, but he had a contraption in his backyard. And he says to me, "Do you know what that is?" And I said, "I have no idea." He says, "That's an acetylene generator." That was interesting. It's funny how different things come to your mind. Anyway, let me just put on the macro lens here, and we'll zoom in. I was noticing that there's a bit of flashing on some of these, and we'll talk about a plan that I've got here before we nip these off. Okay, let's see if we can drag these into the field of view here. Now somehow when I'm looking at them up close with my strong magnification hood on it, they don't look too bad. What was I seeing before? Okay, here we go. We got some flashing going on right here, don't we? And I'm thinking that maybe it would be easier to try and get that off. Well, it's on the, it's attached to the sprue. Now, I'm not going to try and do too much, on camera here because my angle is not really good. But, okay. Now you can see this is the tank, and then this is probably represent one of those little screw-on caps. They're usually about 2.5 inches in diameter or so. They used to have them on the top of 100-pound propane tanks as well. Come to think of it, my welding tank down in the basement has one of those caps. Forgotten about that. Okay. Now I want to be careful not to scrape off that little thing that represents the cap. And I'm just sort of wondering here if maybe it might be a good idea to paint these while they're on the sprue, or at least while they're still attached to the part that goes up to the bottom of them, because they'd be real easy to paint all the way around and then nip them off at the bottom where it's going to be fastened onto the deck anyway. So that was my thinking here mainly. Leave them attached to the sprue and try and do as much as you can. Now some of these other parts that we're going to need, they have to have flashing nipped off of the top of them. I'm seeing quite a few more fire director controls here. Wonder why there's so many. They must be needed in other places. I thought we had a whole bunch already made. But anyway, I'm getting kind of tired here, and my voice is kind of going. So I think I'm going to wind it up for this evening. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll be seeing you in the morning.